Hello, you're watching RT International, coming to you live from Moscow, where it's now 9 p.m. in the Russian capital. I'm Paul Scott, and it's good to have you with us. The Russian Foreign Ministry has strongly condemned the freezing of Russian assets in Belgium and has warned a tough response could follow.
Russia regards the action of the Belgian kingdom as openly unfriendly, a blatant violation of international law. We demand the Belgian side to take immediate measures to restore Russia's sovereign rights that were violated in Belgium, as well as secure the normal functioning of Russian organizations. Otherwise, Russia will be forced to consider taking adequate retaliatory measures with regards to the property of the Belgian kingdom located in Russia.
Meanwhile, the head of Russia's second largest bank, VTB, says law enforcement in France has also frozen business accounts, which it operates in the country. Moscow said that it will appeal both cases. Well, let's get more details from Tessa Arsilia, who joins us now. Tessa, some stern words then from Moscow.
Yes, indeed. The foreign ministry in Russia had said that they had called the Belgian ambassador in Moscow to convey the message that they found this reported move by Belgian courts as an unfriendly act, and that they will be considering countermeasures if this is not settled. This is what the head of Russia's Ministry of Justice had to say on the matter.
The frozen Russian assets include accounts of the Russian embassy and Russia's permanent mission to the European Union. Even without any further analysis, this means a blatant violation of international law. We don't know yet what the official position of our Belgian partners is, but at first sight, it seems to be an excessive act.
Well, this strong reaction is in response to what is being widely reported in the Russian media that Belgian bailiffs have asked 47 organizations in the country to provide a list of Russian state assets that may be in their possession, and that they have 15 days to do so. Now, this could include financial and religious organizations, and the only entities that are exempt from this court order are those protected by diplomatic immunity, which means it includes embassies. Now, this could potentially lead to the seizure of some 1.6 billion euros in assets, and this is in relation to a lawsuit filed by a group of former Yukos shareholders called the Yukos Universal Limited. But the amount that we're talking about here is really just a small portion of that $50 billion settlement that Russia had been ordered to pay former Yukos shareholders last year by the Permanent Court of Arbitration in The Hague. Now, this is a decision that is still being appealed by Russia. Now, the group of shareholders had said many times before that they will continue to pursue international courts and ask them to seize Russian assets in various jurisdictions. Now, we also have information coming from the CEO of Russia's second largest bank, VTB, that in France, accounts of Russian companies had also been frozen, those operated by its French subsidiary. And some sources had told Forbes magazine that the move is indeed related to the Yukos case. Now, the amount of $50 billion has already started to accrue interest starting from January 2015. But as far as Russia is concerned, according to the Economic Development Minister, no payment will be made.
Payment is out of the question. We should also consider the risks to Russian property being seized in other countries, including the US. The threat is real.
Now, all of this is in addition to other decisions made by the EU against Russia, such as extending the 6-month sanctions already existing against the country, and we are expecting the EU foreign ministers to ratify this sometime this month.
Tessa, thank you very much. Tessa Arsilia reporting that. Well, earlier there were reports that Austria followed the example of Belgium and France and froze Russian assets on its territory too. However, these turned out to be a misinterpretation of remarks made by the Austrian ambassador to Russia. Well, Yukos was once Russia's largest oil company, pumping out nearly 2 million barrels of crude a day. It was broken up several years ago in a major tax evasion case, and shareholders have been waging legal battles against Moscow ever since. The new ruling from Belgium represents a tiny fraction of the vast sums of money the former owners have been demanding from Russia, which runs into tens of billions of euros.